So you're thinking about monetizing a kids channel. So can they be monetized or not? What's up, y'all? Welcome to In Essence, where I'm building my financial freedom dream from scratch, and I'm waiting on you to build your dream with me. Before you start listening to some comments that you see on other channels, let's talk about what really happened and get you some facts so that you can be knowledgeable about your decision. Here's what you need to know. Let's start with the FTC. The FTC stands for the Federal Trade Commission, and their mission is to basically protect people from unfair business practices. There is an act called COPPA, the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. It was passed in 1998 and revised in 2012. The FTC put a lawsuit on Google and YouTube saying that they violated the terms of COPPA. They allegedly collected personal information from viewers of child-directed YouTube channels without consent by using cookies and other personal identifiers to give personalized ads and targeted ads towards the viewers of those channels. So you know now when you go to a website and then they say you have to accept these cookies before you continue or deny them or whatever the case may be, that's around the same thing that happened here. So in order to comply with COPPA, YouTube decided to create a new feature called Made for Kids, where creators have to designate whether or not their channel or their particular video and content is made for kids. If a creator says that their content is made for kids, personal information will not be collected from the viewer of that content, no matter the age. So even if you're 75 years old and you're watching content that's made for kids, you as a viewer will still not have your personal information collected, and you will not be able to use some of the features that are limited on made for kids content. So that left a lot of people with a big question. How do I know if my content is made for kids or not? It may not be obvious in all cases. So here are some of the factors that are used to determine whether or not you have content that is made for kids. Now, if you are sure that you have content that's made for kids, but you choose not to select the Made for Kids checkbox, YouTube will automatically turn the checkbox on instead. You can dispute them if you feel like this is incorrect, but if you know you have content made for kids and you keep choosing not to select the Made for Kids checkbox, there could be a lot of consequences for your channel. So if I were you, I wouldn't get into that. So here are some of the limitations that are placed on content that's made for kids, whether it be an individual video you have or a channel. When looking at my other video about becoming monetized at 500 subscribers, that doesn't really apply to kids channels because the features that become available when you reach 500 subscribers are things that are restricted on kids channels. So here's an example from my channel of when you are monetized and you list a video for monetization, it will still say there are restrictions. And under that restrictions, it would just say made for kids. Now that you know the background information on what really happened and the law, let's talk about how that hurt a few channels. As I've told you before, one of the main ways that creators make money off of YouTube is through the ads, specifically the targeted ads. They know what you like, they send you things in your direction that you're likely to watch, and then that's how you see the content that you see through the algorithm. As you can imagine, if you were a kids channel that was doing really well before this change, having all of those limitations set upon you really decrease your revenue on your page.
All that work and what did it get me? Why did I do it?
This is where people get the idea that kids channels cannot be monetized. Now, looking at this list as a whole may make you say, you know what, I'm good. That is way too many limitations for me, and I'm not interested in creating a kids YouTube channel. And that's okay. That's the point of this. Be able to make your own informed decision instead of looking at people in the comments saying, kids channels can't be monetized. Now, if you're like me and you have the idea burning in your mind for a kids channel and you still want to persist and do it, I say go for it. Whether you already have the niche you know you want to do, or if you're looking for one and unsure, I got you. Check out this video on how I did it.